fuck?
Welcome to Finish the Story Friday. I am your host, Keegan Ray, joined here by my co-host and producer, Trent Ludzak.
Hello.
He's the one that's getting us demonetized within the first 3 seconds of the podcast.
It's being edited. It's being edited.
You're right.
He can
You're
cut
right.
it. That is it's like snapping the thing at the beginning of a movie. It's meant to be cut.
It is fun way to start. I laugh every time, even when I know it's coming. But dude, I'm excited for today's episode. We got a really special guest. We have my good friend and hilarious comedian, Jen Snyder.
Hi. So just to be clear, we can't say fuck?
No. I'm just fucking with him. No, just say whatever you want.
Okay, because I was like, it's going to be a short one then.
I feel like that when I've been to shows and they're like, you have to be clean. You're like, I'm leaving.
Yeah, right.
I'm fucking leaving.
I'm just going to get in my car. We're good.
Yeah, I got 4 minutes of clean material maybe, and that I might even fuck up.
I'm going to talk about my mom for half an hour.
Yeah. I'm going to call my mom on speakerphone.
I would enjoy that. I would love to meet
I've
your
thought
mom.
about it before. I've really thought about it. Like, do a room full of people want to meet Lucinda, you know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I want to meet Lucinda. I love your stories about her.
Well, man, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Man, thanks for coming on. You are Laughing Skull's resident comedian for the month of August.
Baby. Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun, man. I'm glad you're in town. It's good
I'm
to see you.
excited. Yeah, it is also good to see you. I've missed you.
I think the last time I saw you was 420.
Yeah, when you came to Columbia. Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah, that was good.
The weather was beautiful.
Everybody loves you there.
Hey, that was a good. Ryan's really got a lot going.
Yeah,
he's got everything.
Really,
he's got shit
working his
moving.
little ass
Have
off.
you seen the new venue?
Yes, I've seen it, and I'm trying to sell it out.
So Runway 728. That's where we're gonna do a live podcast there.
Yeah, he told me, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming to that, of course.
Yeah. Well, we hope to have you on it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes.
If I can do it twice, I don't know how your podcast rolls.
We'll figure it out. We have no idea how the live one's gonna go. We got sort of an idea, but shit.
Yeah,
I'm
as
just
long as
excited.
you don't blow this one.
Right. No pressure.
We're thinking about doing it in the church.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
yeah,
a cool.
how fucking cool.
That would be so fucking
so
cool.
So, what room did you perform in?
I haven't done it yet,
Oh,
so
no,
mine's
But
coming
you've
up.
been there?
Yeah, he sent me pictures like as soon as he saw it. He was
Yeah.
like, "What do you think about this? Can you sell it out?" I was like, "Oh man, I can fucking try."
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been trying.
What
to
is
write
the
new shit.
capacity?
Like
Do you know?
250.
That's
That's a
fucking
lot.
That's totally doable, though.
It is.
That's totally
It's
doable.
home turf, so it's Columbia. So I can always beg and plead for people
And it's
to.
a new venue.
Yeah, and people are
that'll
gonna
be
want to check
cool.
it out. Yeah. Well, we're gonna try.
And it's right downtown, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's on campus.
Yeah, and he got Deddy to feature for me, Dedrick Flynn. I know. I was like, dude, how do you? That's not worth Deddy's time, but.
No, that's gonna be a rowdy show.
Oh, it's gonna be a great show, dude.
That's an awesome one too, right there.
Yeah, dude, Deddy is fucking hysterical. You know how I know Deddy's hilarious? Is people constantly send me his TikToks.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they're like, look how funny this guy is. I'm like, I know him.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've
My
ran
friend.
into him on Reddit. I've
Yeah.
ran into him
Oh,
on
yeah.
like just random subreddits where he's like, damn, Dedrick's blowing it up right now. Yeah, we did an episode with Dedrick. It was one of our first episodes, and then we lost it in a hard drive.
I
so.
bet he had incredible stories.
Oh, we laughed for an hour.
Yeah.
Like we cried. So Dedrick, if you're watching this one, come back on, please.
Yeah.
This is the second time I fucked one of these up. We'll do it on the third one.
I love Deddy so much. He's such a just hurry up and blow up, man, so I
No,
can
he's
call you up
hilarious.
and be like, "Can I open for
Right,
you?
right. Hey, can
Come
I host?
on, you remember how I'm funny, friend?"
So I remember one of the most vivid memories I have of performing with you is when we went on the Baked Crusaders tour.
Oh yeah, that's
And we
great
were
tour.
in Orlando.
Oh
You
yeah,
remember this show?
yeah.
So we did a show called Shit Sandwich, right? So we show up to this little pub and we get there early, and like it was just kind of out of the way, like
Yeah.
but we just decided to do it anyway, and we were passing out flyers and stuff, and so we get there early and there's nobody in this place. So we're just like sitting around this venue like, dude, do people even know that there's a show tonight? Because it's like getting closer to the time, nobody's there. Guys like, yeah, they're a later crowd. So remember, we went next door, we
Yep,
got tacos,
tacos,
and then
yeah.
we ran into those dudes out back that were like, whoa, what is this? We're like, what? They're like, we saw your flyer at Mellow Mushroom. We brought weed. What is it? I was like, a
Nice.
comedy show. And the dude was like, fuck. I was like, I like that you had no idea what it was
Right.
and just showed up with weed. Like, looks cool.
Yeah, he saw the word shit sandwiches and was like,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm there. Big
Yeah.
Crusader.
No.
No.
What was the venue? Was it?
Fuck. It was in the Milk District. I remember that in Orlando.
Damn,
Dude,
you
I'm
got a
pretty
way better
sure-
memory than me.
I'm pretty sure, is that the spot they do like a weekly open mic?
I
They
think
do.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
They
yeah,
sure
I've
do.
been there then. That place
Yeah,
is
It's
weird.
dope.
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
wild.
So
And
we're
there
out-
was a lot of comics there.
Yeah, I
I'll
was
say
about
that.
to say. So we're outside with these people, right? And we're just like smoking. And then by the time that we went back in, that was when we first met Andrew. And
Yeah.
then they were on the Super Friends tour.
Right. And
then-
Olivia.
yeah. And so we walk in. Dude, this place is so fucking packed. You couldn't even walk through the venue. To get to the stage, you had to walk outside of the venue and come in through the front door. And so the people that were from Pensacola, they were immediately like, we'll go first. And they proceeded to come out and just rip this fucking crowd
Yeah.
up. It was like, oh shit, because it was like standing room only. So by the time like Ryan killed, like everybody was just like, it was one of those shows where everybody that went up was just murdering. And then it was like I went up and I was just like, it was like the crowd was so rowdy. I remember when I got off stage, everybody was like, dude, great set. And I was like, just fucking wait. Like y'all about to see why I'm featuring and Jen's headlining. And that was that, dude, you were killing so hard that people were literally getting up and like running to there was people outside that couldn't get in that were like leaning in the door. That was when you were fucking roasting that dude that happened to be like a DJ.
Oh, in the front
and
row with
radio.
his hot wife. Yeah.
She just would not let this guy go. Had no idea he was like a morning talk show radio host. Like hilarious.
Yeah,
And that was one of those things. That's why, like when we do the live podcast, and now when I start traveling, we have to film more shit because we should have had that on film because that crowd was so outrageously rowdy.
They were awesome, but I have to say a small disclaimer. Like part of it was my brother's wife has like so many siblings, and one of them happens to live in Orlando. She works at Disney. So she came out and brought like all her gay friends and her boyfriend. So that one crowd that was like right into the front to the right, that was all her people that she had brought out to see me. Like she didn't ever even see me before. I could have sucked. But but that was a fun night. And Andrew and Olivia are so funny.
Yeah.
Andrew's that thing he does about stepdaddy's daddy.
Dude, he has to get that bit filmed and like animated.
Yeah.
Because that is so funny. He does like the,
It's amazing.
The
Yeah.
bit is fucking great. If you have a chance, go see him.
Andrew, shout out Andrew Ferreira.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that bit. That's one of my favorites. If
Yeah.
he got that animated like that bit, that would be fucking
It would go viral probably.
Yeah. So what's up? How you been?
Man, I've been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I've been the best I've ever been.
Nice.
Professionally, but you know, I
Yeah.
got the residency at the Skull. That
Yeah.
seems to be something comics here envy.
Yeah, I was about to say comics here like fuck.
I know. It's weird.
I was like when I went to Columbia and it was like the hometown show and I'm on it. Everybody's like, what the fuck is he
Who is
doing?
this guy?
Yeah, like it's all Colombian comedians. I'm just like, my bad. Nah, and you're closing out Star Bar.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Dude, Rodney's really dope.
Yeah,
He's always
Rodney's the
really
best.
nice to me. Like he treats me like I'm somebody and I'm not really anybody,
Nah,
but
you are somebody. What
he
the
hooks
fuck?
it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I think I might try to make it down that way. Yeah, I
Yay!
think I'm gonna try to slide
Come
down
out, hang out.
there. If this edible doesn't kill me. If this edible doesn't finish the story.
Right. The story was I went to bed.
The story was I turned my phone off.
Right.
See ya. So what's up?
So yeah, I mean, I met somebody. I got
Yeah.
a partner now, and we
Nice.
have a house and a dog.
What?
Yeah, her name's
That's
Hera, and I
What
love
kind
her
of
so
dog?
much. She's just a little mutt baby.
Yeah, I was about to
but
say, let me see it.
that's them. They're my whole world.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
look,
a wholesome
that's
background, guys.
yeah,
I like that.
they're my babies.
Every time you look down.
Dude, it's so weird. Like, you know how we've just always been crushing it, wanting to go out and be on the road and do things.
Right.
I didn't realize my time was valuable until it was.
Right.
You know, until
Yeah.
I wanted to be home on the couch. Dude, that's why I'm so fat. I've gained so much weight, but it's just because like we've been happy and eating snackies and
That's how you know.
dude.
That's how you know.
Yeah, she's the most awesome woman I've ever met in my entire life. I'm
That's amazing.
so blessed.
I'm glad to see you happy.
Yeah,
Glad to
thanks,
see you
man.
happy.
It's been a hot minute, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you've always known me to be. Well, no,
Nah,
I brought
mean-
women around.
I didn't know if I wanted to say that.
yeah, no,
you know.
no.
But hey,
Yeah,
it's good to see you happy, stable. So,
Thanks.
did you bring a story for us?
yeah, man.
All right, let's get into it.
You want? Okay, so I checked the statute of limitations
That's always a good start.
on this joke, and it's
Should
too
we
far
pull
out.
it up for the joke just so that we can verify it on the show?
Okay, well, so I guess
No,
it would be
we got
considered
it.
lynching.
Alleged. What?
I mean, this wasn't a person of color. Let's just start with that.
All right, disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a justified lynching.
It was justified lynching, and I'll get
All right,
there.
all right.
I'll
Okay.
get there.
All right, I'm interested.
Now I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
it.
All right. Okay. So, 20 years ago, when I was really young and in my early 20s, I lived in Denver, Colorado. Beautiful city. This is before weed was legal there. And I worked in a porn store, like the most badass porn store in Denver. It was like 4 stories high that had like 3 stories were like toys and movies and games.
So it's like the Total Wine of dildos.
Yeah, it was called Fascinations.
Oh, that's a good name.
Dude, we had uniforms and everything. We had to make
Oh,
name tags
man.
with our fake names and
You had
shit.
to wear flare.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, dude. I learned things in that place. Like I didn't know what electric sex toys were until I worked there.
Oh,
Now I know
shit.
way more than I should.
That's awesome.
It's right. Yeah, there it is.
There
and
we
it's
go.
right across from a titty bar called Shotgun Willie's, which now has a dispensary in it as well.
Whoa!
Yeah.
At the titty bar, they have a dispensary.
Dude, we need to plan a tour and go
We
there so we
definitely
can do
should
that.
go there.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they had the
butt
best
nuts with
steak
murder in
lunch
there.
you'd ever had. $12. This is 20 years ago.
Do you know which
That's amazing.
location?
Let's see.
Oh, that's a fascinating.
Havana Street, Virginia Ave.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which one's Virginia Ave?
It's all right.
The first one, I
Havana.
think. Yeah. Is that? No, yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yep. That's it.
God, that place is fucking
It was
huge.
massive, man. And I went
All right,
there.
let's see where the
Titty bars, the Shotgun Willie's is.
Yes,
Shotgun
put that on the
Willis.
screen.
Yes, it was close enough you could walk, y'all. Just
no,
go-
That's
yeah,
awesome.
no. It's. I mean, we got it on maps right here.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
awesome.
are.
And the strippers during the day are so nice because
Yeah.
they have to be. But
Actually, I
anyways,
want to
it's
see
great.
this on. I want to see this on satellite.
Yeah, see, look, it's
Oh,
right
man.
there, bro. It's
They're
right there.
literally sharing a parking lot.
Yeah.
And apparently, the mobsters.
I mean, what a
Office.
day you could
Oh,
have.
no.
Dude, it
what
was
a day
wonderful.
you could have.
Dude, my apartment was like 4 or 5 blocks up and to the right. So if I needed to, I'd walk to work. Because for a long time, I didn't have a car.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the best. When you're close to work, that is the best. I work on the square and I can walk from my house.
Yeah.
That changes.
It's great. And like their summers are amazing because they're not hot and muggy like
no
ours
humidity.
are. Yeah, it's just like hot and warm and sunny. But it did fucking snow in July when I lived there.
Oh,
so
fuck that.
yeah, it's weird. So anyways, I worked at Fascinations. And the last time I was in Denver, I went in there just to see what was up. And they literally had like 1 or 2 people in there. But this is like 20 years ago. Like literally, it was before 9/11. 9/11 happened when I worked at this shop.
Oh, damn.
Dude, I made
Were you at there?
Yeah, I made $1,000 in commission that day. Everybody came in on 9/11. And listen, you guys are young, so you don't understand. But this is a time when there wasn't like internet porn wasn't easily exact. When you wanted Big Booty Hose 4,
Yeah.
you had to go into a shop and look at another grown adult and then slide Big Booty 4 over like, I got to see how it ends. I've seen the first 3. So, it was really just crazy. But so many people came in on 9/11 and they
man.
were like, a little something to take my mind off the nation's troubles.
I've never even thought about that. That's
Dude,
awesome.
a couple people did it, but it was amazing. So 20 years ago, you
I'm
had to buy
trying to think
porn.
if I jerked off in 9/11. And I definitely.
How old
probably
were
did.
you in 9/11?
I was in 8th grade.
Oh,
So definitely probably jerked off on 9/11 for sure.
so old, bro. But
I'm 35.
no, I'm so old.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I was 21 and drinking and doing drugs.
Oh,
Anyways,
nice. All right.
so we're at this place and there was so many people that worked there. When I worked there was probably like a staff of 30 or more.
Damn.
It was the hottest porn store in Denver, which sounds like a stupid thing to say, but like they had toys, they had any kind of like bachelorette party bullshit you
Oh,
wanted,
yeah.
all
Dick
that.
straws.
Upstairs was like where all the toys were, and it had they had so much fucking porn you could buy that we flattened things. You remember how things used to come in with like a packaging? And
Yeah.
stuff? We'd flatten them and put them in sleeves, and it was like a fucking library.
Like a comic book.
Right. One time I was up there and this little old lady's just flipping through and she's looking serious. And I go up to her and I say, "Ma'am, can I help you find something?" And y'all, she didn't hesitate. She didn't pause. She just went, "I'm looking for videos of people fucking animals." Just like, that is illegal.
I'm looking for bestiality. Like,
Dude,
God
it was
damn.
such a crazy place to work. But anyways.
You guys are running the Dewey Decimal System
Yes!
of porn.
Dude, we played a game when we had to organize them where we could only talk in porn titles to each other.
Man.
It was very fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I learned also terrible words for female genitalia.
Yeah.
Beef curtains.
What-
Ugh.
There was a whole series of them, guys. Oh,
Dude, when
What's the worst one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with beef curtains.
Yeah.
I think that
Curtains,
was
that's
really
pretty
bad. But there's funny ones too. Like there used to be a series called Panachitas, which I don't know what that means in Spanish, but dumb motherfuckers would constantly come in and be like, "Y'all got them Pocahontas videos?" They just saw a P, a C, and an H, and they were just like,
Just filling in the blank.
yeah, panachitas. What does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
Roll the dice and learn a new word. Are you gambling with me, Google? Fuck off.
That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean so. Yeah.
Yeah. They
Again,
just
it was racist on 2 levels. You see.
Guys, we have a finish the story first. We have our first sponsor to the podcast. Dingbat Designs out of Savannah, Georgia. She made us this dope little piece. It's an ashtray for the studio. This will be a permanent fixture in the Trent's unnamed studio. Man, I just want to give a shout out to her. We've been working together ever since I did Laughs and Drafts. She was one of the first vendors that ever came and vended at my shows. And it's dope to see her just evolve with her artwork and her passion. So y'all go check her out. Definitely give her a follow on Instagram. She's got her Etsy page up there. This was the first ashtray she's ever made, but she told me she's got plenty of molds and she's ready to make some more.
But anyway, so I worked at the store, and I didn't know anybody in Denver when I lived there. So all the girls I worked with were my friends.
Yeah.
And they were all smoking hot, like just 20-somethings, just working in a porn store.
Yeah.
So one night, we decided we're going to go out and have like a fancy girl night. So everybody gets dressed up. There were 6 of us. There were 4 girly girls. I was like me, my butch self, and my friend Carmen. Dude, I don't know how far this podcast gets out, but Carmen Hansen, if you hear this, please call me, friend, or look me up on Facebook. But anyways, she was another butch one. We get really dressed up. We go out to dinner and have a fabulous dinner. We went to this like rainforest cafe.
And what are you wearing?
I'm dressed up, black shirt,
Rainforest
black
Cafe.
tie,
Yes.
black pants.
At the
you know.
Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah,
I love that.
right. Baby mobster, butch, lesbian. Classic.
The top of class at the Rainforest
Right.
Cafe.
We ate in Machu Picchu, which is with a big screen where all the Serengeti shit comes out and stuff.
Did you get the lava cake?
I got the veggie burger. It's the best
Oh.
veggie burger you ever had in your life.
Yeah, they actually make it with the foliage in the restaurant.
You see, they kill the cow right in front of you. So
It's tableside.
right. So we have dinner and we have drinks at dinner, and then we went to this brewery called Breckenridge Brewery. Very cool place. Proceeded to get more drunk, and full disclaimer, I was 22, I think, and a fucking idiot. So yeah, we were all very drunk, and so our friend Serena is about to drive us all home. And Denver is full of one-ways. It's just constant one-ways. Like,
Right.
So we were parked on this one-way street, and we were pulling out, or something happened. Oh, somebody was pulling out, and they kind of like pulled into our lane a little bit. And so my friend Serena like honked the horn, and we were all fucking drunk. So we were like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Well, it wasn't too far up that we got stopped at a stoplight.
Of course.
And Serena had her window down because it's summertime and she's smoking. And this fucking dude caught up to her and grabbed her arm through the window.
shit.
And when she snatched it back and was like, get the fuck off me, he spit in her fucking face.
Oh.
Right in her fucking face, dude. And then the light turned, so he ran off. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I was a real pussy in this story. But everybody was livid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Serena,
As you are. When
As
you
we
get
are.
spit on.
to the left of us was a one-way we were not allowed to go down. Didn't matter. She whipped up the one-way and did a U-ey.
Oh, man.
Parked the car on the fucking sidewalk. It was like up on the sidewalk. This dude had a friend with him, and I guess they were walking to some club or something because there was a nice little bar around there. That dude fucking walked off like he didn't know that.
I would, too.
He was like,
Somebody Starsky and hutched their car onto a fucking street. I'm like,
and-
I'm out.
right. And then 6 fucking angry women
Yeah,
get
you've
out,
done it.
dressed
dude.
up.
I'm out here.
Right, and we worked at the fucking strip. I mean, the fucking porn store. So they all had on stripper heels, like huge high stripper heels. Y'all, get one of the girls. Her name was Gelly. Fuck you, Gelly. If you're, I don't give a
You,
shit about
Gelly.
it. She pulled out her mace and started macing this guy,
Oh,
and they just
nightmare.
started whooping on his ass. One girl took off her shoes and was like smacking him on the
Oh,
head. Like, dude, they beat this dude's ass down one block, down another.
Oh, my God.
And like they're screaming like banshees, and I'm gonna be honest, I was scared. So the only thing I did, my part in this was every time he went to go do something to them, I would just grab the back of him and jerk him off, and then that would he'd lose his balance and they'd just go to wailing. I mean, they whooped his ass, and finally we got around to, I guess I'm pretty sure the club he was going to, because there were people waiting outside. He ran off into the night. If I'm lying, I hope I die. He ran off into the night with his arms in the air, just like, ah! And the girls were just like screaming behind him, like, yeah, you better fucking run. It was the craziest thing.
I mean, think about it from his perspective.
Right?
He like spit in her fucking window, and he probably was like, woof, walked away. His friend was like, what were you doing? He's like, nothing, man. Don't
Fuck
worry
those
about
bitches.
it. Yeah, fuck those women.
I taught
And
them
then
a
all of
lesson.
sudden, they come Dukes of Hazzard around the corner the wrong way. Just like, what the fuck did you do? His friend's like, I'm out of here.
I'm outta here. Fuck
I'm
you,
fucking
dude.
gone. And you're just like, no, dude, don't leave me. And then you just proceed to get dog walked down
Dude.
the fucking sidewalk by a group of what
Women.
looks like mafia women. A fucking mafia
Yeah,
women.
super dressed up women.
Yeah.
And dude, those shoes
Damn,
hurt.
is this pre
Supreme.
World Star days?
Yeah.
Or
Yes,
did we
like
find
not
it?
everybody. Like phones were
E-bombs.
they
It
were
was
cell
E-bombs
phones, but
world.
they weren't like
Yeah.
they were like potatoes, even if they could have gotten it. on.
Damn, that's too bad.
But
Oh
like
my
I said, we
God.
worked at the most popular porn store in Denver. It was right, pretty much downtown
Yeah.
where people go. And so I lived in fear for the next year that this motherfucker was just gonna come in there to get some porno and be like, "You,
Yeah. I mean,
all of you beat me."
yeah. He probably is triggered every time he goes into a strip club and he sees fucking stilettos.
He's in a neck brace.
Dude, there's no way they didn't harm that man.
He's
in
being-
some
he's being-
way.
Stilettos will cut you up.
Dude, there were one that was like this tall and like the chunky heel, you know, the chunky stripper heel, and she was using it like a hammer,
Oh,
bro. Like,
man. And the mace?
yeah,
He was
the
fucked
mace.
up.
He
He was fucked up. But you can't spit on people.
you can.
You cannot spit on people.
I feel like he never did that again,
Yeah,
right?
you can
What a
spit
lesson,
on people, but you're gonna, there are consequences.
right? Dude,
Soon
you
as
can
you
do
spit on
anything
somebody.
you want. That's the people I know because we're comics. Like people now, they come up to you and you're like, "Oh, how do you do comedy now that it's so PC?" Like, bro, I was never an asshole to begin with, so
Right,
my comedy
right,
wasn't
right.
like, what is it that you want to say so
Yeah.
bad that you think you can't say?
You can say whatever
Say
you
what you
want.
want to. Is it the
Yeah,
N word?
yeah.
Say the N word, bro. If you want to say it,
Dude.
say it.
We have a buddy that does karaoke, and that's what he tells people. He's like, hey, there's an N-word in this song. If you get up there and say it, I cannot stop what happens next.
Right.
like if you sing the N-word in Savannah, you're gonna get slapped.
And when
bro.
when the
You're
cops
gonna
come,
get-
I'm gonna be like, it was the damnedest thing.
Yeah.
He tripped and fell
Yeah,
47
I
times.
I told him, dude, I watched a girl one time get on stage and do Redbone. And she was like a white girl, and everybody's like, no, she's not about. And then she sang the chorus the first time, and everybody was like, holy shit. They had to cut her mic. She's like, I don't see what the problem is.
You're not allowed to say that word.
Not, especially not 42 times.
Yeah.
They say it like 100 times. And
Dude.
that's, you were going to do the whole song? Are
Right.
you out of your fucking mind?
I never
was
understood.
crazy.
I never understood how fucking Quentin Tarantino got away with that shit.
Yeah.
And he said it to like the blackest of all black men, like
Yeah, I don't know.
Samuel L. Jackson. How did he go for that? Like, how did he go for that? He had to be like, all right, here's $1 million.
That's how we got away with it, because if Quentin Tarantino can look Samuel L. Jackson in the face and convince him that it's okay,
Right.
then I guess it has to be okay.
But it was not even like important for the scene.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It
Yeah,
wasn't like
when
the
you
Django
rewatch it, you're like,
Unchained where
damn.
it was like you got to say it because that's everybody was saying it back
Yeah.
then. You know, like it was.
Yeah.
And his wife was a black woman. I was like, this don't make no sense, Quentin Tarantino.
Like you just
You're right.
wanted naked feet in there and to say the N-word, bro.
Yeah.
Just say what the fuck
Yeah.
it is, Quentin Tarantino.
And
we know
you're
your
like,
tricks.
you feel blessed because you're like, oh, you can't say it. Oh,
Yeah,
I said it.
We know your tricks, Quentin.
Sorry. Oh, well, that's a short story about how I lynched a man.
Well, I mean, the dog walked, but yeah.
Dog walked. Is that what? What's that?
I don't know, but it's where you beat somebody's ass down the street, where you're dragging them down the
We
street.
did
It's
dog
like
walk
walking
him.
a dog.
Yeah, he tried to get away a couple times, and
That's what
that's
I
why
mean.
I said lynching, because like it wasn't like he was attacking either. He couldn't get a hold of us.
That was just. Just a hard start to it.
Right.
We were like, what?
Because I laid in bed and giggled at night because I was like, that was crazy. I can't believe he did that. I could go to jail. And I
But
could,
completely deserved it.
right.
Like,
Oh, dude.
absolutely deserved it.
Yeah. I've never spit on a woman, but yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you had to.
You would have
accept what
assumed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time that somebody spit on me was at a football game, and the guy spit on me walking through where you shake hands.
Oh.
And we had been fighting the whole game, and then as we're walking through to shake hands, he just spit in my face. and it was, man, I just tackled him, and then they cleared benches, and it was this big fucking brawl at Woodstock. But like, you have no other choice. When
Right.
somebody looks you dead in the face and spits on you, and the guy was way bigger than me, and I was like, absolutely, like, you're
not,
gonna
yeah.
have to kick my ass at this
Yeah.
point, because it was a loogie. Like, I remember it was like I could feel it when it hit my face.
Oh, dude.
I was like, no. It was like those things you used to throw against the wall that you got for 25 cents. Those little sticky hands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keegan, you still need to kill that guy. We got to go do that tonight, bro. We can't let this fucking rest. How many years ago was this? Doesn't matter. We got to kill him.
That's what I mean, though. It's like that is
In front
so
of his family.
Right. He has to know.
He's got 2 kids now. You're
Oh,
like in
yeah.
some nice suburban neighborhood.
You're like, hey, you see Daddy? This is what happens when you spit on
Yeah,
people.
you're on the ring camera. Come outside, bro.
I remember.
I have a picture of me during football, like with my football number.
Remember me?
I got my
33.
football helmet on. Hey, jarring any memories?
Dude,
Dad's about to learn.
that's assault.
Yeah.
Like that. Like if you.
I think it
Genuine.
legally is.
Yeah, it legally is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't spit on people.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
Mm-mm.
It seems like a real.
No, that was
Unless they ask for it. Some people
That
ask
was your
for it.
story. Was
I
a-
would
a
love
true
to spit on
eye
a
for
Nazi.
eye.
I would spit on a Nazi in a heartbeat. I would spit on a pedophile in a heartbeat.
No, I was
Yes.
gonna say some people like literally ask for it. I think.
Is there a market for that? Is there a market for butch women spitting on men? Because I would be great at
Hey,
that.
anybody listening?
I
finish
bet
the
there
story.
is.
Yeah, hey.
Let's see. Let me
You know,
let me go
so
incognito.
let me tell you
for
why he
this.
looks this up. So I had a friend one time that was a dominatrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she invites us out. She's like, we were talking to her about it. She's like, yo, come out to this fetish night at this bar downtown. So we go down there. I remember when we walked in, I thought that I was a little bit kinky.
Right.
Dude, we walked into her baseball swinging a paddle and hitting this dude's ass
Oh, yeah.
so fucking hard. Now, I knew people got spanked.
Right.
But I had no fucking idea. And he had like a little ball gag.
yeah.
And she was just, and then she was stomping on
Yeah.
people. It was crazy.
Dude, I have a dominatrix friend, and she is own a horse in Boston rich.
What?
Yeah. She makes a fucking killing. And I'm
I
point
bet her
positive she doesn't bang
accent is
those
crazy.
dudes. She's tiny. She's tiny and hot. I think that works for her.
Yeah, but I bet
What's
she's
her
got
specialty?
just a monster of an accent, like a real dock worker's voice.
Oh, no. I mean, she's from the South, so she sounds
Oh, she's from the South. Okay.
She-
What's her specialty?
I don't know. I've never talked to her about it. She told me to message her one time, and I was
we
like,
need to get her to email in.
yeah, she's really cool. She actually has like a master's in anthropology or
No,
something
I
like
love
that.
So if you just want to have her talk to you while she stomps on you,
Right? I
that'd be
think
awesome,
that's
dude.
yeah. Her mom came to visit.
She give her like a PowerPoint while she ties you up.
Her mom was telling me she was going to visit her, and she was like, "I don't know what to do while she's at work." I was like, "They don't have a bring your mom to work day at the domination," because I feel like that would be a pretty high dollar day.
Oh man.
It's $2,000 for my mom to watch me degrade.
Yeah, some dude would be like, oh.
Oh, they
fuck,
would love
yes.
it, dude. There's people that like to be financially abused.
Dude,
I would love to meet one of those people.
I worked with a guy,
Uh-huh.
and we're like pull up to the house. Now this was when I was doing carpentry, and we pull up into his house to go in and smoke. And right when we get in the driveway, he looks at me. He's like, "All right, man. So I got to tell you something." And I'm like,
Oh,
"What
no.
is he about to say?" And he's like, "Not to weird you out, but my girlfriend had to change rooms, and she had to set the camera up in the living room. And so I don't want you to be like alarmed, but she's filming right now." And I'm like, "Filming what?"
Yeah.
Like, what am I about to walk into? And he's like, well, she's a fendom, so she's just filming that. And I'm like, okay. He's like, just don't talk when we walk through. I'm like, cool. I have no idea what that is, but I didn't want to ask any further because I could feel like I was already uncomfortable.
Right.
So we go walking in, and this chick is sitting there in lingerie, and she's like looking at the camera. She's like, your cock is so fucking small, you can't afford me, you motherfucker. Hey, babe. Just like we walk by, I'm like, and so we sit in this room, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, yeah, dude, she just talks shit to these guys, and they just pay her. And
Yeah.
she tells them how much they can't afford her. I'm like, how much are we talking? He's like, it varies. 1 month she made $10,000.
Yeah.
And then to like most of the time, she paid for her half of the rent off of it. Just telling
Right.
dudes their dicks
Dude.
are small and they're a piece of shit. And they don't even they're not even in the room with her. They're
Right.
just on
don't
a
even
Zoom
need to touch
call.
her. No. Yeah.
Insane.
It's genius.
She's not naked. She's just sitting there in lingerie.
And here's my thing, man. The
That's crazy.
patriarchy tells you that these women are whores, right? That they're dumb
Yeah.
sluts, right? Are they?
I don't think so. I think that
If you go work construction and destroy your body 8 hours a day,
I was
and
about
this
to say,
bitch made 10 grand in
you ever
2
sang
hours.
happy birthday in a bow tie? Who's the dumbass? You
I
People
know.
talking about like, hey, where's your dignity when you have an OnlyFans? I'm like, have you waited tables?
Right.
Like,
Dude,
are
I don't
you
give a
kidding?
shit about
I'd rather
dignity.
You fuck me in the ass on a fucking live cam than sing happy birthday one more time.
Bro.
Fuck that. I'm over it.
You think I've never been ashamed because someone gave me money? Shame is the only thing that it cost me for that money? That's cheap.
Yeah. Sign me the fuck up.
Right, dude. In
Yeah.
this society, we can't. You got to monetize everything we
Yeah,
do.
I can't believe it. I mean,
Right.
I tell people all the time, I've said it on stage, you could kill me for 10 grand. Get me out of debt, and then you get to kill somebody.
Right.
It's awesome. Win-win.
I don't like that you would pay your bills before you die. I'd say if somebody give you 10 grand, you
That's
go
why I
to
quit
Disney
doing it on
World.
stage, because I was like, what am I conveying here?
Yeah.
It was just a fun thing to say, because this dude was in the crowd, and I'm like, this guy definitely wants to kill somebody. And he like laughed too hard at it, where you're like, bro, we'll talk later.
I'm just saying it's okay if you do that, but spend the 10 grand on something
Yeah.
fun. Don't pay your bills. Fuck the bills.
Right. You'll never get my money.
Right. Let's go to Disneyland. Let's fuck some hookers on cocaine, and then you kill me. All right. We're gonna spend that 10 grand. We're gonna have fun doing it.
Yeah, natural born killers style.
Right. I feel like there's a fucking billionaire right now, Keegan, that wants to show you the 24 hours of your life and then kill
I
you.
would be into that.
Dude.
That's not a bad last resort. Like if you got like diagnosed or something, that's not a bad.
Oh, I mean,
Kill me early. You get to kill somebody. I get to have a great time. You
Right.
know? It'd be like, have you seen Mr. Robot?
yes.
When he fucking pulls up and beats the shit out of that guy and
Yeah.
they pay him, that is such an intense scene. When he's putting on those gloves, I was like, how much do you think this really happens?
I mean, it has to happen,
A
right?
lot.
Yeah.
I think a lot more than people think.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, well, that's why we all live the way we live. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
yeah.
think everybody's ever been idealistic and been like, hey, it sucks we don't have insurance and fucking vacation days, and they just want us to have babies so they can
Yeah.
make a baby pay taxes in 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't stupid, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm a broken leg away from being fucked.
Dude, I know. And like, what makes me is like the countries that they consider third world, impoverished country, have fucking universal health care.
Yeah, Costa Rica seems awesome.
Right, right. But we're like, we're the best country in the world. I'm like, bitch, are we?
Yeah,
Are we?
I'm like a trip and fall at my nephew's bounce house away from fucking.
Yeah, I quit doing fun shit. I can't
Yeah.
ride them lime scooters, bro.
Hell no. You'd have to put me down like a horse. You'd have to take me out back and just fucking no country for old men.
Right, right. Every job I do requires me to physically move, even stand up.
I know. Have you ever done that on stage? Have you ever hurt yourself?
Oh, have I never told you about that?
No.
I blew my knee out on
What?
stage.
No.
Yeah, we went to this place called Knight's Lounge, spelled INIGHTS. And the guy was being real weird about money, and it was really strange. And I was doing this joke where I just was like twerking. Like literally, Keegan, this is how your body betrays you. I just did this little thing like this, a little bit. Wiggle just a little bit. And I don't know if you know about the women, but our hips are wider, so we're more prone to knee injuries. My knee popped in and out of joint. And I crumbled in front of these fucking people. And I'm not like room full of black people. We were the only white people there. And I only say that to say, like, I don't know what the level of entertainment they're used to is, but nobody said shit. Everybody just sat there in silence. And you know, I'm a professional, so I didn't take the mic away from my mouth. I just crumbled on the ground with the mic to my mouth going, oh God, I'm fucked up. I'm hurt. Oh God. And finally, I fucking was able to stand up, and I just kind of like leaned on the mic stand. Finished my set, did another 20 minutes,
Oh, no.
and then, yeah, I had to have my friend drive me home because I fucked it up that bad. Luckily, I brought somebody with me. I
Yeah.
don't know what I had done. I guess I would have left my car there. And
Ubered.
yeah. It was
Taking
bad.
a painful $100 Uber.
Right. And then for the next year, because, you know, I had to have surgery and all that shit, my comedy wasn't the same. Because, you know, you're like me. We move around.
yeah,
We're like
yeah.
little caged animals on stage. And I had to stand there with my little crutches. And ugh.
I think that's why I'm so silent before shows.
Yeah, oh, I know it is. And I felt like an asshole later when I thought you were a jerk because I was like, this guy's a dick. He ain't say shit. Like, fuck that guy. He must hate gay people. And then the next time we hung out, I was like, oh, I'm a bitch. This guy's fucking awesome.
I think I just get too high before the shows.
Yeah, and you didn't know us. And I just
Yeah.
take into granted that people see my little chubby, you know, Care Bear face and want to be friends with it. So I was just like, why didn't this guy like me? Fuck him.
Hey, I love you.
I know
love
you did like me, and then with that time we smoked before a
Yeah,
show, and I was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, this is my.
And then you
my
came
boy.
down and did laughs and drafts, and
Yeah.
we went to breakfast the next day.
Yeah, that was so fun. With that was a crazy broad.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yes. Oh my god.
God, glad
dude.
that. Remember, she was like, I don't have sweat glands. I can't walk too far.
I know. I was like, well, that's factually wrong. That is factually wrong. Like, that is a fucking lie.
She still, I blocked her on everything, and she still asks people how to find me. But also, I'm like, bitch, there's flyers. So if you really want
Like,
to
you're not looking.
pull up and pay $20, shut the fuck.
Yeah.
That's
So,
terrible.
you got anything to plug?
Not just the residency at the Skull for the next 3 weekends. I'll be there, so come out and see me. It's a very fun
y'all
room.
just go out to the Laughing Skull. It's
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're on the whole weekend.
Yeah, and Sundays.
Yeah, and Sundays. So look up a show. Go see Jen. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye.